He laughed while she suffocated on livestream. He stopped laughing when SWAT hit his front door. I thought working the graveyard shift at Nexus Home Security would be easy money. Just resetting passwords for rich people and ignoring false alarms triggered by raccoons. I was 2 weeks in, barely trained on the titanium tier systems, and already bored out of my mind. I sat in the dark server room, rehearsing my resignation speech because the silence felt heavier than the paycheck. I wasn't cut out for the isolation. Then my console flashed red. Priority 1, panic room seal engaged. Sector 4. I tapped the two-way audio channel, expecting a system error or a drunk homeowner hitting the wrong button. Nexus Security, this is Mark. Is everything okay? I didn't hear an alarm. I heard hyperventilation, sharp, jagged gasps for air, then a whisper, so faint I had to jam the headset into my ear. He changed the code. The keypad isn't working. My stomach dropped. Ma'am, you're locked inside. He said it was just for the thumbnail, she wheezed. He said if I stayed in the vault for the intro, the algorithm would blow up. But it's been 3 hours. The air recycler isn't turning on. Who locked you in? I asked, my fingers flying across the keyboard to find her file. My husband. He's a creator. A prank vlogger. Okay, I'm unlocking it remotely now. I hit the override command. Access denied. Manual deadbolt engaged. He hadn't just locked the electronic maglocks. He had physically barred the door from the outside. The system is jammed, I said, trying to keep my voice steady. I need your address to send law enforcement. I don't know the new house number, she sobbed. We just moved to the Hollywood Hills last week. It's a rental for the Halloween series. Please, it's getting hot in here. What's his channel name? I asked. Jack's No Limits, she whispered. If he hears you, he'll cut the Wi-Fi. Please hurry. A metallic clang echoed through the audio feed. He's banging on the door with a hammer, she gasped. For sound effects, I signaled my supervisor, mouthing hostage situation, and he immediately patched into the police dispatch. I had to buy time. Is there a screen in the room? Can you see him? No, just a camera pointing at me. The red light is on. He's streaming this. That's when the real bombshell dropped. I pulled out my personal phone and typed Jack's No Limits live into YouTube. There it was. 24-hour buried alive challenge, gone wrong. 40,000 viewers watching. And there she was, curled in the corner of a steel-walled panic room, sweat matting her hair, terror in her eyes. The chat was scrolling so fast it was a blur. She's a paid actor LOL. Fake tears. Cringe. Keep her in there until 50k likes. I stared at the monitor. This wasn't a prank. It was torture broadcast in 4K. The husband, a guy with bleached hair and a manic grin, was on the split screen, holding a sledgehammer in a hallway. She's panicking. Guys, that's what we want. Real emotion. He shouted at the camera. I looked at my supervisor. The file just says, VIP client, address masked. We need a warrant to unmask it. We don't have time for a warrant. I snapped. Look at her lips. She's turning blue. The CO2 levels are rising. I zoomed in on the security feed on my desktop, ignoring the live stream delay. I needed a landmark, a piece of mail, anything. The panic room was bare. I switched to the exterior cameras. The prank god was pacing in the hallway. On the wall behind him, framed in glass, was a platinum record award. I squinted, enhancing the resolution until the pixels sharpened. Presented to Jackson Miller. 1402, Mulholland Drive. I got it. I yelled. 1402 Mulholland. My supervisor relayed it to LAPD. Officers are 5 minutes out. I went back to the audio. Ma'am, help is coming. Just breathe slow. I can't, she whimpered. The lights just died. On the live stream, the room went pitch black. The chat went wild with scary mode activated emojis. He cut the power, I realized. He's escalating for the finale. I couldn't just watch. I had access to the Smart Home Pennsylvania system. I overrode the privacy protocols. I turned the volume to 100%. Jackson Miller. I boomed through the hallway speakers, my voice echoing like the wrath of God. On the live stream, the husband froze, dropping the hammer. He looked around wildly. This is Nexus Security, I announced, watching his face drain of color on the feed. The police are breaching your front gate. Unlock the vault immediately or face felony kidnapping charges. The chat froze. Is this part of the script? Bro looked scared for real. Jackson didn't unlock the door. He scrambled to end the stream. It's just a skit, he screamed at the ceiling. It's content. Open the door. I roared. Minutes later, I watched on the exterior feed as a SWAT team kicked in the front oak doors. Jackson was on the ground, hands zip-tied, screaming about his subscriber count. An officer used a crowbar to pry the manual deadbolt off the panic room. The feed cut out the moment they pulled the girl into the hallway. I didn't breathe for a full minute. The next morning, my supervisor called me into his office. They arrested him, he said. Attempted manslaughter and false imprisonment. She was minutes away from suffocation. I nodded, trying to stop my hands from shaking.